how can businesses ensure that the data is actually accurate?
That's always a challenge, right? The guy named Kurt Bolliker says that errors using inadequate data are much less than those using no data at all. You may have heard this expression, figures don't lie, but liars will figure. It's a good one, and it's probably true, unfortunately. I assumed that was part of big data as a recent phenomenon. But interestingly, that quote goes back to 1873, which
Oh,
the same year that my house was built. And for an American, that's old. I know you European, you lot have much older buildings, but I have a pretty old place. So 1873, and it was an allegation that General Jackson in the U.S. said that figures will not lie,
yeah.
proven itself to be a lie, because figures will lie when liars handle them. If the data is put in the wrong place,
Yeah.
or they're manufacturing them to order, or trying to force them into a hypothesis, the data can lie to you as well. So it's pretty tricky. On a lighter note, there's a British economist named Ronald Coase who said, torture the data and it will confess to anything. In other words, not the data, which has to be accurate, but also the way in which you are manipulating it to reach conclusions. Incomplete or dirty data, like siloing, making overly strong assumptions based on a short history of data, can just lead to completely wrong predictions, and allow you to not understand the forecast that come out of it. It can allow you to have inaccurate assessments based on the data. You've got to watching all that and doing a lot of validation.
Yeah, because you see now in the market, there's a lot of the drive now, isn't there, with data quality, data governance. That's a massive challenge for businesses. And I think even data is now, it's getting more defined, isn't it? You're getting like data steward type jobs. It's constantly evolving, isn't it?
Data steward, yeah, that's exactly what's needed a lot more there. You can use like sequence data to sequence tools and forecast all types of time series data about your business, like inventory and sales, forecasting techniques, state-of-the-art M6 forecasting competition. That interesting. All the best time series forecasters in the competition consider these competitions to be important to validate their techniques. So not even the outcomes, but the techniques they're using. So you have to look out for things like autocorrelation, where you can predict the next value given the previous value, or correlation, where you can predict the next or current value by looking at other related time series. Look for things like volatility clustering, where volatility is consistent against time versus totally random, or there are windows of higher volatility in the data, things like that. Seasonality, all of those things that somebody like a data steward should be watching out for, make sure that the output is something that you can rely on.
Yeah, because obviously you've got this data, you naturally also, especially now people with a hybrid environment, you need to be able to find the data as well, don't you? Yeah, so, because I spoke to many companies and people working remotely, things like that, who do you go to? Like, especially like global businesses, who do you go to? You need to have that all communicated and channeled in the right way, or you're just going to be just going around in circles.
Many companies are undergoing what they're calling digital transformation right now.
Yeah.
And what that really means is that they are not only looking at their technology and moving it to the cloud, et cetera, but they are getting their hold of their data and where it's sourced from, and trying to pull it in so they can use it, and not looking at their data pipelines accurately, and et cetera.
So obviously, there's lots of work. Isn't it, like I said again, but it's never ending. It's just constant improvement, isn't it, with businesses? There's always new things going up.
Yeah.